Hello folks, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you today from Ibrox Stadium, a very windy Ibrox Stadium, after a quite mad Old Firm match. Finished Rangers 3, Celtic 3, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not quite sure what to make of it. I'm looking forward to getting a wee bit of time to analyse it. My initial takeout, and that's all this is, I thought that Rangers were absolutely dreadful in the first half, as bad as anything we've seen in recent years against Celtic. The worst possible start when we conceded a god-awful goal. Tav is sleeping when Maeda is running onto a hopeful long ball, should deal with it, doesn't, turns, and I've not seen it back, it seems to go for a clearance but it deflects it past Jack Butland. It's just a real shocker of a goal, and there was a sense of palpable shock, I think, around the stadium. Not only the goal, but the type of it. 22 seconds for the game plan to get out the window. But Rangers were poor. We couldn't get anything going. Our midfield was ponderous and slow. Our passing was woeful. We should still have equalised, though, when the manager had changed it up at set pieces. I'm glad to see that. And Diomande put in an absolutely perfect ball, but Conor Goldson headed it over the bar. Goldson had a terrible afternoon. He's gone off a cliff in the last month. His form has been really poor and he looks bereft of confidence, and that's one thing I don't think I've ever said about Conor Goldson. He had a really tough afternoon. Celtic went 2-0 up with a VAR penalty, crossed into the box. Goldson let for it, hit him on the elbow. It's a penalty, his arm is away from his body. O'Reilly tucks it in, and 2-0 at half time, and it could have been worse. Celtic with another couple of chances and one unbelievable save from Jack Butland. Otherwise it could have been done and dusted. Second half you needed a reaction, but I'll be honest, I wasn't sure this Rangers team had it in them, because we haven't seen much signs of it in Old Firm game. But come back we did. Awarded a penalty for a foul on Fabio Silva. I don't have any doubts it's a penalty. I'm not quite sure why there's any controversy about it. It being Scottish football, I know that it's obligatory that you have to try and get a little bit of controversy into it, but it looked a penalty from me. VAR awarded it, Tav put it away. We thought we'd equalised a few seconds later. Cyril Dessers, but it got pulled back for a foul in the build-up by Tom Lawrence. I wonder which one will be focused on this week, incidentally. But that seemed to take a bit of the sting out of us. And the manager made some changes. Dowell, Cantwell come on, but we weren't exactly battered down the door. But we did get a goal back when Abdallah Sima, a deflected shot, goes in for 2 each, and you thought, that's good, right, we've managed to take a point from this. And then we conceded a terrible goal. Everybody switches off, and even Jack Butland can do better, and Ida scores almost immediately. And again you just think, well, right, it's one of these days mentality, all these things. But they came back again, did our Rangers, and what a goal it was as well. Rabi Matondo, proving last week's was no one-off when he stepped inside and curled a beauty into the far corner in injury time to secure us a point. Well, where does that leave us in the title race? It means we can go top on Wednesday night if we beat Dundee. Celtic, quite rightly, will feel, yeah, but we've got Rangers at home. If we win all our games, we'll win the title. So it's going down to the wire. It really just depends if you're a glass half empty, half full guy. I actually think with these two teams, because you saw today the strength and the weaknesses of both these sides, I don't think either of us can take for granted we'll take maximum points in all the other games. So I think this one is going right down to the wire. I think there's a few twists. Oh, that's the wind, by the way, that's the wind. I think there's a few twists and turns in it before the end of it. But at 2-0, I mean, oh God, I'd have went to bed with anything really, a blob, if it had got us back to 2 each. So on the one hand, disappointed. The way the game went, not disappointed. I don't know. I don't know. It was an absolutely pulsating game, and there's no reason to think the one at Parkhead would be. But first things first, Dundee on Wednesday. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll speak to you on Heart and Hand on Patreon tomorrow. Patreon.com/Heart and Hand. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.